Hey YouTube, it's Chris. Welcome back to my life. The timeline now, we're around 1976 when I'm 5. That was the year that my parents decided to start grad school. They both went to their undergraduate schools, but both did a little differently. Dad went to summer school for 3 summers in Chicago. Mom went to night school during the regular year in Ypsilanti. So we'll start with Dad. Uh, a couple of things happened because of this. I got reacquainted with my grandparents, the bastard and his spineless wife, because as I talked about in previous videos, we left there before I was 2, and then we didn't go back for a while until my uncle's wedding. But in 76, when Dad started in Chicago in summer school, Mom and I took him there, and then we would spend some time in Grand Beach. And I don't know if it was every week, I don't remember, but I do remember that on Fridays, we would go to Chicago and meet Dad after classes at the Union. Sometimes we'd take him back to Grand Beach if he didn't have anything going on. Other times it would just be Mom and I spending the weekend there. So I got to reconnect with that part of the family. Some things that I remember about those trips to Chicago. One, Paul McCartney's band Wings was really big at the time, so we're always listening to the radio. And even now to this day, if I hear a Wings song, it reminds me of that time in Chicago. Chicago is still my favorite city in the world. And the other thing I remember is that anytime we got close to the Chicago Skyway, I would slink out of my seat and hide on the floor until we got past. And this was even before my fear of bridges came about. That's going to be a later video. That was when I was 11. And I didn't even have fear of heights at then. That was years after that. But I didn't like the Skyway. It just terrified me. And yeah, again, Gen X kid. We didn't need a ride in the back where it's at. We didn't worry about car seats, and I don't even remember if I had a seatbelt. If I did, it was a 1971 Duster, so it didn't have a shoulder strap. But anyway, yeah, that's Dad's part of it. So with Mom, Dad and I would usually take her to class at night in Ypsi, and then we would go down the road to Ann Arbor. And a couple things that I remember from that. One, the black squirrels that they have on campus at Michigan. They don't like raspberry zingers any more than I do. And there was one time when it was raining when Dad took me to the football building. You couldn't see practice, it's closed. But it was right around the time that practice was over. And we were just standing up by the building under the awning because it was raining. And all of my heroes are just walking by. And I was probably, I would assume 6 at this point. And, Russell Davis and Harlan Huckleby and, oh my God, Rick Leach. And it was just cool. And it was really funny because, like, the stable of running backs were having an argument about who's going to go get the car. I ain't going to get wet. It ain't my car. You go get the car. It's your car. You get it. But just as an aside, remembering the beater that Rick Leach was driving, Michigan did not take extra benefits back then. It was a clean program. So anyway, there is all of that back to grad school. Ooh, I've got art. So yeah, that was for 3 years. Mom and Dad both graduated. They got their master's degrees in 1978. These are pictures that were taken from that. I know we had a big party at our house in the backyard, and it kind of, spilled over. I think it was my awesome Uncle Dave. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he was the one. He twisted his ankle playing basketball next door. I think the moon probably got in his eyes or something. But yeah, that was the educational example that my parents set for me. So that was cool. I will skip that part of it. Is there anything else about them getting master's degrees that mattered? I'm going to just leave the other stuff for other videos. So that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And as always, take care of yourselves, YouTube.